suto kungo to sutukung kumbu suraya mbani fale duwa jabite. That's sutukung was created by the late one different Jobate, taking from the Manding Kora rhythm melody, and then after they played on a contemporary Suruba beat. Yo lele mimi yata to ledu tubako, sung by the late Albert. That track was taken from the Fulani violin, they call it the Riti. And you have Sarah Halil Daymaga, Yerobam Banya Saga. That's the Sarah beat, is what they call today Ndaga Ombala. So this is Gambian music. And Halil Africa, Kaling Andandor Boka and Boka, but you listen to the tune well, you can hear the Creole, there's the Aku rhythm inside it. This is Gambian music, it's Afro-Manding. When we say Afro-Manding, it is the ethnic groups within the Manding. You know, West Africa was known as the Manding Empire. If you talk about Manding, you talk about the West Africa, then the ethnic groups within Manding, they took these melodies, these beats from these ethnic groups, and they play on a contemporary style. This was the Afro-Manding. It's our music, and it is still here, because the people playing it, some has gone, but some are here.
Let me ask this question. Was there ever a time that you would say Gambian music was really at a high point?
Yes. 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 During the days of the Super Eagles, coming up to the Magadan, the Gelawar, the Ifambundis, all those days, you can remember those days. You have the Kankujiri in Banjul, you have the Super Seadal Sahol in Bakau, Kotowali in Burfoot, Tambatu in Lamin, and you have Bambo Night. All these venues used to be played packed hall with Gambian musicians. Those days. Those days.
And then?
Yes.
What went wrong?
Yes. And then, you know, in Senegal, you know, when they exported, because the Super Eagles conquered Senegal. So when the Magadan and the Gelawar and the Ifambundi, when they stomped Senegal for the second time with this type of music, you know, we share the same cultures with them. So when they stomped Senegal again with this type of rhythm, they were La Nuit de la Port, La Nuit de la Sapeur Pompier was played by Ifambundi and Gelawar, Semen de la Zones, Magadan. Then you have promoters like Dembandir. He was a promoter he owns Sahel. Ibra Kasse, who was Cleo Kasse's father, he owns Starban Kasse. The likes of Sousa Bor, the father to this Umu this dancer singer presently. These people, and then the number one, the Starban Kasse, and the Etoile with then the young Yusundur and co. Those days, those musicians, they saw the foreign music as a threat to their own existence and commercial interest. Not only Gambian bands, but even Guinea. Because even when the demise of Boubacar Demba Kamara, Bembea under Sekou Jobate was going there, the railway band, they call it Rai Band de Mali, they were also coming into Senegal. So they approached their government.
So they saw the need to put in place some kind of protectionist measures.
Yes, legislations and so forth. So therefore, Gambian bands coming to
the government intervened to protect the Senegalese music industry.
Yes. So coming to the late 70s, then there was the Gambian bands don't have any chance to go there again. So they only concentrated in the Gambia. Then the unfortunate event of 81 happened. You see, the situation was volatile. 82 elections were supposed to happen. There was a state of emergency declared. So there were no musical activities.
Okay, we'll go into that level. But you mean, actually, by way of Senegalese legislations, Gambian music was really kept at bay. Gambians could no longer go into Senegal.
Gambians, Malian, Guineans, all.
It couldn't have that. Okay.
Foreign artists in general.
In general.
Yeah, from to go to Senegal. Not Gambians, Malians,
then
Guineans.
They came back home. And then that's the time you had these, what are the names of the sports that they've been playing, you've been mentioning just now?
I said.
That probably was Tambato and all those
night
places.
in Lamin, Bambo Night in London corner here, Super Seadal Hall in Bakau, Kotowali Hall in Burfoot, Kankujiri in Banjul. You have this, you have these venues. But coming to the early 80s, 81, just how I mentioned earlier, the unfortunate things even happened. The situation was volatile. 82 elections were happened. A state of emergency was declared. There was no music up to 1983. So when they resumed, Magadan and Gelawar, most of their members, they traveled away. It was only Ifamundi who were left around. Now, if Ifamundi was only around, here comes a new generation in Senegal. Yusundur, out of Etoile, he formed his own band 1981. John Secker have the Ramdan after he moved after Baobab. When he traveled to France, he formed the Ramdan 1982. Then Baba Mal came with the Daniel Legnol. Super Jamono came fully fledged on the Omar Pen. Now these people, the Gambian bands cannot go there. There are legislations there, but they can come here at the same time. They have a TV. The TV is promoting them. At the same time, they are having people like Dembandi, the Ibra Casses, the Mas Johannes, all these people. We are investing into the music for them to do recordings. They go up to Ivory Coast at a studio called Zubizet to record and sell their tapes. So they became more powerful. Even when Magadan and Gelawar faded away, we have bands like Libidor, Karanteba, Mandingo, Jufure, but they were unable to stand the race, the pressure. They also faded away, just how Magadan, Gelawar faded away.
Yeah, pressure from where?
From the foreign sound. From the foreign sound. Then you see, if I'm 88, 89, they migrated to Europe. And then the foreign sound held a firm grip in the heart of Gambian entertainment.
Yeah, you mentioned the unfortunate events of the of 1981, and then since then the Gambian music, there was a lull for a period of 2-3 years, probably.
Yes.
I think all throughout, there were no measures put in place by government, even since after that, at least to protect what was really left of.
No, there were no measures put in place. Instead, the musicians were discouraged. That's why some of them migrated to Europe. Abdul Kabir went to Europe. He released a successful album in Europe, The Motherland Diaries. Demba Konta, United States of Africa, Monkey Business in Scandinavia. Usulayan Jai with the Kunta Ginte band, Right Direction. You have Abdul Kaur with tongues like Calypso dance and so forth. You have Boubacar Jammeh with Tesito in Germany. So you have even
these are big names in music.
We have successful albums in Europe, even more than Senegal, because Senegal then they have only Touré Kunda and Halamde in France. We were having music all over Europe also then. But there was no motivation then here.
Could it be fair to say that probably if they had stayed in the country, they wouldn't really have progress to any significant levels?
Yes, yes, because here, this is why they migrated. People like the people who are in Magadan, the Peter Kamul and so they formed the Saraba band.
So the environment wasn't really
No, it was not conducive. It was not conducive then. You see, the coming of July 22nd, 1994 marked the musical evolution in the Gambia. You see the coming of the Gambia TV. You know, Gambia TV is among the marvelous projects which came after July 22nd.
Yeah, but still there is a problem here.
Yes, but let me give an example here. You know, when the Gambia TV came, you see, before this TV came, the foreign digital sound, the electronic sound, they call it rap music or hip-hop music. Groups like Positive Black Soul, Daraji, Sunu Flavor, Jantabi, Black Mbolo, these groups, we are conquering the Gambia. But because of the TV, groups like Pinchabi, Born Africans, Black Nature, Adaji, Maslabi, the Rebellion, the dancehall masters, repelled those groups. That sound was repelled with the help of the TV. Still now, then you have extra touch. Up to today, you have African Mix, you have Fila, you have Goody Samdi, you have all these programs.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is here, you're talking about revitalization of culture, tradition. You're talking about the 3 R's here. When you met the minister, this is kind of indigenizing among the industry, going back to the roots.
Yes.
It seems as there are a lot of copycats out there in the music industry. And even more importantly, what they aspire for really have no bearing on our traditions and cultural values and norms. And that does not augur well. Because in Senegal, the music industry is dominated by the traditional Mbala music. That's quite natural.
Yes.
All others are subordinate to it.
Yes.
But here, it is the other way around.
Yes. This is what
what's the problem here?
Yes. This is why I said when the minister said to rethink, rebrand and reproduce, we the Green Supremacy Cultural Organization, we want to work. This is why I said we wrote to producers. You know, when we are tabling, we want to call them to a conference with all stakeholders in the music because we needed this.
A national conference.
Yes. on music.
And table the issues.
Yes, and table the issues.